Noam Chomsky's propaganda model, as first described in his book, along with Berman, Manufacturing Consent, needs reworking currently. Their work was a pre-internet publication. Since the internet, it's all changed. There's no longer a media monopoly powered by the big media companies, the red top newspapers, the so-called quality press and all that kind of stuff, because they still carry on propagating their ideological idiocies, their propaganda, which essentially functions to prop up a dumb consensus about the West versus the rest, about how over here we're the good guys and all that kind of stuff. They're chucking a few little criticisms every now and again, but it's pretty perfunctory. The general message is still the same as it ever was with those people. But the internet now allows a lot more narratives to get into the public domain. So, for instance, you can read stuff in Counterpunch and Consortium News on Novara Media and other outlets like that, where you kind of find out these interesting details about the news as presented by the big media companies, the mainstream media. An example is the recent national security emergency, supposedly, that's been reported on, where those American types in the Trump administration, on a sort of Zoomy type call, accidentally included a prominent journalist from the Atlantic. I forgot what it's called, but anyway, some prominent journalist who subsequently the narrative in the mainstream media, including by this prominent journalist, is that, oh, shock horror, American national security has been compromised. That's not the story though, you see. When you find out the details from those online outlets I've mentioned, you discover that the journalist is actually a prominent American Jewish journalist who in a previous life actually was in the IDF and worked in IDF prisons where there were Palestinians being tortured, and it's quite likely he actually participated in that. Thus, what he's actually done is try to obscure what was actually said by those horrors in the meeting and turn it into a story about how US national security has been compromised. That's bollocks, it hasn't. The content, though, if you actually look at what those blokes said in their discussion, is horrific. It's Islamophobic. It's they're very ill-informed about who the Houthis are. One of them even asked the question, "Who are the Houthis anyway?" And another one says, "Oh, don't worry, we just need to keep bombing them because we've got to stop Iran." And of course, that betrays the actual reason for the US bombing Yemen, the Houthis in Yemen, and killing lots of, obviously, as usual, civilians. They're doing it because Israel wants them to do it. But you wouldn't know that, would you, from the national media coverage? So the mainstream media coverage, you just wouldn't know that. I'm just doing that. "Yeah, our national security is being compromised."